Hello and welcome to my 4-step guide to running the contested zones and getting your first executive hangar ship. I take you through from printing your first red keycard to printing the comp ports to pulling up the executive hangar ship. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and enjoy. Alright, welcome into the Orbituary contested zone run. We're going to be starting this one out just like the checkmate run, by going to one of the supervisor stations by searching PY, and we're going 3-4 this time. It is the closest one to Orbituary, and this is leading you from checkmate if you followed the checkmate one first. So let's get on over there, and I'll catch you when we're there. I'll show you how to get into this one nice and easily, and then it's just the same run as what we did on the checkmate one. Alright, we just arrived 30 k's out from the supervisor station. Where we want to go is this little bit right here. Zoom in. Oh no! If you zoom in, you will see that. That's where you want to go. Not that little bit. And that'll put you in the same positioning as what we did for checkmate. And then it's just the same run through. So we're going to skip that on this run. We're just going to grab our card and I'll meet you guys at Orbituary Station. Alright, we managed to get the red key card, and then if you parked where I parked normally, in amongst here, if you look just straight down, you will see Bloom. You can route there, and then from there, head to Orbituary. I'll catch you there. Alright, we have made it to Orbituary. We're at the hangar transition part, and from here we're going to head on over to where we can actually set our spawn and then into the contested zone, and we're going to have some fun running through. Hopefully we don't run into players again and we can just have a nice clean run. Well, we follow this around to medical. This is also just like checkmate. You can set spawn just around here, and signs will show you where you go. Do regeneration here. I don't normally set regeneration here because if I die I have to go get another red key card, and I have my home set at checkmate. But it's a good idea for you guys to set spawn here if you need to. And we'll just get down around and in. This one actually has 3 different ways to get in. One over there, and then there's 2 down this way. I personally like using down this way because it's, to me, the most straightforward way to get to the red door. But there are 2 elevators here, I do believe. One right there, and this one over here that I use. So let's cool this up and get down in there, and hopefully this contested zone is working for us as well. Alright, here we go. Is it going to cycle? No, this is the problem we're having at the moment. It's not cycling. Alright, quick server change, and we actually got one that decided to cycle. Let's go. Once again, going out as soon as you get in here. Cycle. Push through. Yeah. Oh, that's no good, Viking. Alright, so we got that side there that has nothing. We have fuse door here, and off to the right is where we go pick up the fuse. As we jump across. Normally NPCs in around here. So normally you'd have to fight your way in, a few of them having heavy armor, so do be careful. And what we needed was this fuse box here to be working. Since it doesn't have a fuse for me, that is actually kind of unfortunate. I think I don't have any fuses on me. I have one. So I have one I prepared earlier. Excellent. But that is where you get the fuse boxes. Now let's push back through. Now, I have seen people struggle with this jump. It's just a simple jump, hold spacebar, and you should vault up nice and easily. Now let's push through. Always checking your back, making sure the doors are closed behind you. So what we don't want is people pushing in behind us. Now it's much easier for people to do that now since you can buy fuses from stores on station as well. Just in case you wanted it. That is a drug bag, but that will be one that you cannot take, unfortunately. We'll just keep pushing through. Scorpions normally spawn in here, which will attack you. Luckily not. And here we are in the room with the red keycard door. There are normally NPCs down here as well, with spawn closet there, and scorpions down in here that will rush up and attack you. And people trying to glitch through. Always people trying to glitch through. They really need to have a nice solid fix for that. But from this point on, if you die and need to backspace, you have to go get a red keycard once again. This is the most dangerous one because of that. But it's also the most fun one, I feel. We just push in here. We can grab our next fuse that we need from here. This is also another area that normally has a lot of NPCs shooting at you. I have died on these stairs a couple of times myself. Spawn here, but we go through this door over here. And then on our right there is a fuse door. We do need to push through there. But before we do, we check our surroundings, making sure we see any NPCs. We push up here to where this blue keycard printer is. Unfortunately, it's got a 7-minute timer. So we're going to have to wait for that. In the meantime, let's push through the fuse door that we were meant to go through. Once we get in here, we should see some green arrows pointing the way to board number 4. Green arrow right there. And that's closing, perfect. Let's go. So that's pointing to this vent. And as you can see, there's a few mines in this vent. So you have to be a wee bit careful. And this is the only time where you have to shoot the mines to be able to get through. Because they want it to be nice and friendly for you. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. And it looks like someone has killed all the friendly NPCs in here. That's kind of sad. They didn't do anything to you. Why would you kill them? If the NPCs are still alive in here, as long as you don't shoot them, they will not be hostile. But it looks like we got a timer here as well. And just so everyone knows, these guys like to eat some exotic ingredients. But I'll bring you back once I've printed this board and we'll push back out and grab the blue keycard. Alright, we finally can print board number 4. Now I have boards 1, 2, 3, and 4, as long as I can make it out of here alive, that is. Once that's printed, we'll push back out, go to where the blue keycard printer is, and grab the blue keycard, and we'll carry on. Now let's run. Run. Luckily the mines haven't respawned. It would be kind of bad if they respawned directly on top of me. It just blew me up. Now this is the part that is a wee bit dangerous and more likely for you to see players in around this area. Someone could push in behind you. Now, that won't always happen, so you don't have to worry about it too much, but just check your left hand side as you're coming out if you need to still print the blue card. And go to the right hand side to do that. I don't think she could handle any more childish shit than my dumbass does sometimes. Fair. Alright, we got blueprinted. Now let's go. We're just going to be pushing back into the main room that we came into. We have the stairs on our right. Where we need to go is over here. But we also need another fuse. Now this fuse box should have a fuse in it. If not, sometimes they have them below. So always check there. It could be a nice healthy stack there as well. We'll push in through here and to the left through this fuse door. If the fuse wants to come out, we'll get in. There sometimes can be a couple of NPCs in here for you to fight off, but it seems we're having luck of no NPC spawns at the moment. Which is kind of interesting. And now we're in this main room. Left you can find loot, but we want to go to the right. This is also another area where there's a few NPC spawns. Like normally a couple hiding behind there, a couple on the other side, and then a few over here. And we're getting through this blue door right here. So you kind of missed the Zero to Hero streams, unfortunately. Hope that's been fun for you. I mean, I'll count what time to start. I want to do the same at some point. Yeah, no, Zero to Hero has been quite fun. Yeah. Alright, we got the door open. And we're closing it behind us. This is also another area where there could be NPCs spawned over there, NPCs spawned over here. And they'll push in through this door here. If you're lucky like me with no spawns, you just go to the left, push through. We do have some NPCs. Just be careful when you're going in through here. And make sure you're checking for all NPCs. But where we need to go is up there. So, this is new. I've never seen that there before. But let's get around it and drop down here. Rush to the middle, right here. Cool down the elevator and we'll go up. Print the blue key card. If you're lucky and there are NPCs in here, you might still be able to just run through and do this without being hit. As soon as this wants to go up, there it is. And we have a nice mine. We just run through over the side and we avoid the explosion. We got a 2-minute timer, so I'll bring you back once that's ready to print and we'll push through. Alright, now we can print the card. That took just a little bit of time. I don't normally have this issue at the moment where I'm running through and collecting all the cards. I guess more people are doing the contested zones at the moment. But yeah, the way I get down is I run through here, jump off the edge here, then just jump off the edge here. Yeah, right here. And we're at the next blue keycard door. Let's get through here. And it's a straight shot to the end room. Which is just that elevator right there. Just get this nice and closed up. Now, there can be a little bit of loot lying around in here in boxes when loot is actually spawning. As you can see, there is one box here. That's not a box, but yeah, there's a couple around. Always explore, but if you're doing this just to go through to the executive hangar, then just follow what I'm doing. Next part, we go to hangar 30. Because there is quite a few hidden wee pockets of loot in here. Now, while we're in here, we're in a nice hangar. But we go across to the right here. Sounds like we do have NPCs in here. So there's going to be a wee bit of a fight. About time. We just easily dispatch all of them. You are dead, sir. Oh, there you are. I think there's a good 10 to 15 NPCs that can spawn in here. But we're just staying on this right hand side as we're coming in. And we get to here and we push in. Check around the corners as we're coming through. But we got number 7 printable right here in 40 seconds. So we can clear out some of the NPCs. Just so that way we can have an easier time out here. Oh, needed to reload. Not good. How do you... There. Oh shit, okay. Let's just put back and get this board. We should be able to print it by now. Yeah, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Print that. Then after that we can just leave. But there is actually some good weapons that you can find in here. You can find the NDB 26, NDB 28 and NDB 30s in here. As well as this used to be the only way to get NN 13 and 14 cannons, now buyable at Levski. But there's also some distortion scatterguns in here, sizes 4, 5 and 6. Although I am sure number 6 still cannot be taken out from here. Alright, let's just finish off all these NPCs that we can see. Alright. Let's just use the explosive barrels. There you are. Yeah. Yeah, loot's not spawning in here. So sad. So sad. There you are. There's the next person. We almost got them all done. It looks like someone has already looted some of the guns, but there's one that can spawn here, here, here. Up top there, and there should be one more spawn right there. In fact, what gun is in that? Because I don't think he took that one. No, he did. Okay. Wait, no, he didn't. It's an NDB 26. Perfect. I needed one of those. This one is actually, I would consider, the more rare of the NDBs. Because executive hangar ships do actually spawn with NDBs on them. But only up to 28s, the size 2s. Size 1 being great for the arrow. Ah, no. Die, die, die. Alright, we'll put it in there. Nope, we're getting shot. Where are we shooting from? You. Alright, we shouldn't be getting shot anymore. Let's store that. We're good. And then down this side is the side where we have the elevator to get back out. There's also can be some drugs found in here. Not a lot, so I don't think it's worth taking, unlike Checkmate, which can spawn quite a bit. Well, we just get down here, call the elevator, and then once you get in that, you click the entrance, like so, and you have completed Orbituary Run. I'll catch you in the Ruin Run. See yous.